and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. On today's episode, I'm going to be detailing the different styles of journals that I create. I think this is an important YouTube for me to make because I will be opening to new journal orders in early June. For this month's drop, I'll be selling directly from my Instagram stories, and I'll have a certain amount of spaces available that I can take on for this month. This first style of journal is my 3-ring binder journal. They are upcycled from books, and they come with some of the original book pages and printed cardstock. As you can see, I do try to keep the cardstock that I put into these journals thematic. This is Lilo and Stitch, so it has beachy themes and purples and blues. So I do try to keep the book in mind so that it has a more cohesive look, but I can't guarantee any specific prints because I work with so many different patterns. But I do promise that your journal will be cohesive. And I think that these are a really fun option, especially for younger journalers or people who really just love to write in their journals. I'll have a lot of book titles to choose from, so this is a really fun economical option. Another style that I'll have available are my VHS styles. These are upcycled from actual VHS covers. It's about the size of a VHS clamshell video from the 80s and 90s. They come with 2 signatures and a limited amount of ephemera. I do try to include book pages, printed pages, ledger paper. I do add pockets. And so this is a really great option for people who are looking for perhaps a smaller journal. They like to write more, but they also like to create, and it's really nostalgic. It's just a really fun journal to have. It also makes a great decorator piece, in my opinion. This style of journal will be limited to the titles that I have available in my stock. This next style of journal is my favorite. It's the little golden book style. It's the most nostalgic. This journal style comes with 3 signatures and comes with metal corners. This style of journal also comes with a journal charm that complements the colors of the book cover. This style of journal will be limited to the books that I have here in stock currently, but I do have a ton of little golden books. So chances are I do have a title or a cover that you were interested in. These books contain all of the original storybook pages. They include printed pages, they include vintage book pages, other children book pages, vintage ledger paper, fabric dyed pages, lots of different textures, lots of different colors, lots of different paperweights. So this journal is a very interesting sort of journal. It's extremely creative. There's lots and lots of room to grow, and it's filled with a very good amount of vintage ephemera, handmade ephemera, more modern ephemera. It's just filled with lots of creative goodness. So if you are really looking to create and you're excited to journal creatively, this is definitely a great book for you. I have hundreds of little golden books in my stock, so I'm sure I have one that you would like. The next style of journal is my hidden binding journals. These are a really fun option because they're very beautiful. They're much more classic in design. They come with 2 to 4 signatures. This particular style of journal will be very limited. I do, however, have about 6 or 7 titles that you can choose from. These particular journals come with a lot of ephemera and pockets and pages of all different sorts of paperweights. My final style of journal, and probably my most popular, are my window style journals. These journals are my favorite to create, but they also take the longest to create. They have 4 signatures, and I have so many different images to choose from to put on the cover. They come with a deluxe journal charm. I use several different painting techniques when creating these journal covers, and almost always they will have metal corners on the cover. Inside these journals, I stuff them full of vintage storybook pages, cardstock, ledger paper, printed paper, vintage sheet music, side-loading pockets, and a whole number of other creative paper pages. Every journal that I create in this style is 100% unique. When creating these journals, I do my best to choose pages and paper and ephemera that will provide a cohesive look that match the cover of these journals. Some of the ephemera is handmade, some of it is vintage, some of it is modern, but all of it will be special and plentiful and enough to get you started right away when you receive your journal in the mail. This journal is perfect for the person who loves to create. There is tons of room to grow and tons of room to grow in your journaling process. If you have any questions about my upcoming journal drop, please leave them in the comments below. Many more details will be released on my Instagram stories in the coming week. Be sure you are following me on Instagram not only to order, but to keep up to date with all of the information that I'll be releasing very soon regarding pricing and ordering and spaces that will be available. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.